Ang programang ito ay rated SPG. Striktong patnubay at gabay ng magulang ang kailangan. Maaaring may masiselang tema, lengguwahe, karahasan, sexual, horror o droga na hindi angkop sa mga bata.
The female reproductive system produces the female egg cells necessary for reproduction, called the ova or oocytes. Female and male reproductive system, parts and functions. Female reproductive system, main external structures. Main external structures: labia majora, labia minora, clitoris, Bartholin gland. Main external structures functions: enabling sperm to enter the body, protecting the internal genital organs from infectious organisms. Labia majora encloses and protects the other external reproductive organs. The labia majora are relatively large and fleshy, and are comparable to the scrotum in males. The labia majora contains wet and oil-secreting glands. Labia minora. The labia minora can be very small or up to 2 inches wide. They lie just inside the labia majora and surround the openings to the vagina and urethra. Clitoris, a small sensitive protrusion. The clitoris is covered by a fold of skin called the prepuce. The clitoris is very sensitive to stimulation and can become erect. Bartholin gland. These glands are located beside the vaginal opening. Produce a fluid, mucus secretion. Main internal structures: vagina, uterus, ovaries, fallopian tubes. Vagina. The vagina is the canal that joins the cervix, the lower part of the uterus, to the outside of the body. It is also known as the birth canal. Uterus. The uterus is a hollow pear-shaped organ that is the home to a developing fetus. The uterus is divided into 2 parts, cervix and corpus. Cervix, the lower part that opens into the vagina and is made up of strong muscles. The function of the cervix is to allow flow of menstrual blood from the uterus into the vagina and direct the sperms into the uterus during intercourse. Corpus, the main body of the uterus. The corpus can easily expand to hold a developing baby. A channel through the cervix allows sperm to enter and menstrual blood to exit. Ovary. The ovaries are small oval-shaped glands that are located on either side of the uterus. It is needed in reproduction since it is responsible for producing the female reproductive cells, or ova. Fallopian tubes. These are narrow tubes that are attached to the upper part of the uterus. Serve as tunnels for the ova, egg cells, to travel from the ovaries to the uterus. Physiology of women includes the reproductive cycle, oogenesis and ovulation, fertilization, pregnancy, lactation, menstruation.
Do you think abortion is okay to our country?
Due to the rising population, I think yes. It's time to be radical and sometimes put aside our conservative thinking in order for the country, for the sake of the country.
Do you think the use of contraceptives is fine?
I think if thinking that it would be better for the country, then yes, kasi one of the things naman that's just stopping us from thinking of having this as a norm is yung church and our conservative culture.
Do you think the use of contraceptives is fine or okay to our country?
Yes, I think so. Because our population it's actually getting very big now. And we have a small, our country has it's not very big, and we have to manage first our population, our younger population.
Do you think abortion is a favorable act?
I think it depends on the circumstances. Like, for example, for victims of rape, like if the girl gets pregnant, she should be given the choice if she wants to keep the baby, or if she's unable to support the baby, stuff like that.
Of abortion here in the Philippines. Why? I think kasi, syempre, it's a Catholic country, and I believe that in whatever we do, we must be responsible and culpable.
Yung abortion, okay ba sa'yo yun? Pabor ka ba sa abortion? Bakit?
Kasi yung mga buhay na pinibigay sa atin, parang nasasayang yung blessings.
Sa tingin mo ba okay yung abortion?
Kasi nakalagay sa 10 Commandments. Pag pumatay.
Are you in favor of abortion?
Abortion, yes, because I think abortion is necessary po to maintain the balance in the population po, tapos to inhibit the possible effects of having a baby dun sa isang taong hindi mo naman pala talaga mahal at hindi ka ready maging connected with. So
How about the use of contraceptives?
yeah, so in relation po dun sa abortion, I do approve of the use of contraceptives po kasi it is helpful not only for the prevention of unwanted child but also for the para maiwasan din po natin yung mga STD po kagaya ng AIDS, HIV, gonorrhea.
Are you in favor of using contraceptives?
Actually po, hindi po. Kasi parang irresponsible for the things na alam mo naman, like, hindi pa pwede. Bakit ka gagawa ng gano'n?
Are you in favor of abortion?
No, magiging irresponsible. Like, bakit ka din magaganon kung hindi mo pa kaya?
Are you in favor of using contraceptives?
No.
Why?
As a nurse po, parang syempre we are taught po na dapat planado po lahat, and if ever naman po na merong unwanted pregnancy po, blessing pa rin naman po yun. Tapos hindi naman po mangyayari yun kung hindi po natin ginusto.
Correct. Ano po, sa abortion po, in favor po ba?
No.
Bakit po?
So, ayun nga po yung blessing. Blessing po yun. Tapos po, syempre, isipin na lang din po natin yung pwede naman din po siya makakontribute yung baby po na yun kahit na unwanted po yun. Pwede naman po siya makakontribute po sa future.
Ma'am, are you in favor of using contraceptives?
So,
Why?
syempre, pro-life. Since I'm an only child, I know it's hard to have or to have a child, and it's God's gift.
How about abortion? Are you in favor of it? Lalo sa country natin.
Of course not. And I hope and pray that it will not become a law later on, because life is sacred and it's a gift from God.
Male reproductive system, parts and functions. Male reproductive system organs: scrotum, testes, epididymis, seminal vesicles, ejaculatory duct, urethra, prostate, Cowper's glands, penis. Functions of the male reproductive system. These organs work together to produce sperm, the male gamete, and the other components of semen, to deliver semen out of the body and into the vagina, where it can fertilize egg cells to produce offspring. Scrotum, a sac-like organ made of skin and muscles that houses the testes. The scrotum is made up of two side-by-side pouches, with a testis located in each pouch. The scrotum contracts to move the testes closer to the body's core heat when temperatures drop below the ideal range of spermatogenesis. Testes, also known as testicles, are the male gonads responsible for the production of sperm and testosterone. Each testis is found inside its own pouch on one side of the scrotum and is connected to the abdomen by a spermatic cord and cremaster muscle, composed of dense connective tissue containing around 300 compartments called lobules. Epididymis, a sperm storage area that wraps around the superior and posterior edge of the testis. The epididymis is made of several feet of long, thin tubules that are tightly coiled into a small mass. The length of the epididymis delays the release of sperm and allows them time to mature. Seminal vesicles are a pair of lumpy exocrine glands that store and produce some of the liquid portion of semen. The liquid produced by the seminal vesicles contains proteins and mucus and has an alkaline pH to help sperm survive in the acidic environment of the vagina. Ejaculatory duct. The ductus deferens passes through the prostate and joins with the urethra at a structure known as the ejaculatory duct. Contains the ducts from the seminal vesicles as well. During ejaculation, the ejaculatory duct opens and expels sperm and the secretions from the seminal vesicles into the urethra. The urethra passes through the prostate and ends at the external urethral orifice located at the tip of the penis. Urine exiting the body from the urinary bladder also passes through the urethra. Prostate, a walnut-sized exocrine gland that borders the inferior end of the urinary bladder and surrounds the urethra, produces a large portion of the fluid that makes up semen. This fluid is milky white in color and contains enzymes, proteins, and other chemicals to support and protect sperm during ejaculation. Cowper's glands, also known as the bulbourethral glands, are a pair of pea-sized exocrine glands located inferior to the prostate and anterior to the anus. Secretes a thin alkaline fluid into the urethra that lubricates the urethra and neutralizes acid from urine remaining in the urethra after urination. Penis. The penis is roughly cylindrical in shape and contains the urethra and the external opening of the urethra. Function of the penis is to deliver semen into the vagina during sexual intercourse. In addition to its reproductive function, the penis allows also for the excretion of urine through the urethra to the exterior of the body. Physiology of men includes spermatogenesis and fertilization.
preventions po sa pagkakaroon ng reproductive diseases?
Unang-una, kailangan natin ng fidelity, di ba, tinuturo sa atin yan, and abstinence. Kasi ang reproductive diseases, usually you get it from promiscuity, multiple sex partners. These are the things, no? Hygiene, of course, is one of them.
Next question. What do you think about the RH bill? And will it help control the rapid growth of population?
RH bill, ano yan it's kind of controversial, no? Kasi we are a Catholic country, and you know how the church is positioned when it comes to these things. They're pretty much on the conservative side. Pero if you're going to look at it, the practicality of it, it would be helpful. Kasi in a way, madidiscipline mo lalagay mo sa tamang order yung kaisipan ng mga tao na wag maging masyadong, ina-advise kasi ng DOH yan yung tamang health practices. Ang church kasi, they're very much against yung distribution of yung mga condoms and things like that. Kasi they're coming from another perspective. Ang tingin nila kasi dyan, para bang hinahayaan mo na okay lang. Pero ang tingin ko naman, sa side naman ng health professionals, without considering the pressure na binibigay ng Catholic hierarchy, ang sa kanila is, what else can we do? Hindi mo lahat masasabihan. And so the most that they can do perhaps is to equip the young or those people na hindi na talaga mapipigilan yung, di ba? I mean, you cannot be everywhere, every time. So parang yun ang nangyayari sa kanila. They are going to give this God, what do you call this, protection, so to speak. At that's where the clash begins. That's where it starts.
Okay.
Pero sa tingin ko makakatulong siya.
Paano po nakukuha yung mga diseases and in what way po?
It's always through sexual intercourse. Well, pwede rin siya through transfusion, no, yung mga AIDS, mga viruses, ganyan. And sometimes they can be transmitted by a placenta. If a woman who is affected with such diseases would conceive, chances are they can always transfer it to the offspring. Iba-iba yan. Hindi lang AIDS, no, but like things like hepatitis can also be transmitted sexually and transplacentally. So,
yung last question, bakit wala pang cure sa AIDS, and knowing po na marami ng cases nito?
alam mo, the number of cases doesn't necessarily dictate the immediacy of the availability of cure. It will involve lots of money. Of course, they have to pour things into research, and you don't just give you don't just come up with a vaccine, no, without really knowing the character of the virus, its genotypes, its DNA, how you get into this molecule and destroy it. No? There are actually the vaccines, no, for AIDS are in the works. No? It's just a matter of fine-tuning these products and releasing to the public with the list of side effects, if ever.
Thank you po.